Hello, welcome to Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton. Well, it's the new year, and with the new year comes new laws and reminders about safety tips. For instance, from the Orange County Fire Authority, with us now is Lynnette Round to give us some information about some of these new things we should be keeping in mind.
Well, there is a new state law here in California that started 2013. All multifamily homes need to have a carbon monoxide detector on every level of their home, especially if you have a basement. We need those down there as well. Carbon monoxide is a colorless and odorless gas and is very deadly. And so we want people to be aware of having these in their home. Back in 2011, it was required in single family homes, and now this year it's for multifamily homes.
Okay, now how do these compare to a smoke detector?
Well, they're different in that they do look similar, but your smoke alarms are testing for smoke, and the carbon monoxide is smelling for the carbon monoxide gas. And since we can't smell it, that that carbon monoxide detector can. And when it goes off, take it seriously, because obviously there's something going on in your home. It could be from a malfunctioning furnace, or it could be from, let's say, your car going into your garage and you shutting the door and then opening the door to your home. That gas can come inside your home, and it actually is very serious. It can make you very sick, and you may not know it because they're flu-like symptoms.
Severely toxic and potentially deadly if you're sleeping. And these are really easy to install. I think you just plug them in, right?
Yes.
They're not even like smoke detectors that you have to have installed.
That's true. You can plug them in, or you can get the battery ones, but you want to keep them down low so that it can detect that colorless, odorless
gas. And that makes them even easier to install because they're down low.
Yeah.
Okay. Cooking safety. What are some of the things we should consider when we're in the kitchen?
Well, definitely what I like to remind people is when you are cooking, I know it's so easy to get distracted, but we want you to stand by your pan. Stay where you're cooking so you can keep an eye on that open flame if you're cooking with gas or even electric. Things can heat up. Let's say you're boiling eggs. That water can dissipate really quickly and you may not know it. If you go to answer the phone or maybe tend to your children, that can just go away really quickly and then a fire can happen.
What are some of the things? I know that there's a difference if there's a grease fire compared to another fire, and I know it's like that starve a cold, feed a fever thing. I know one requires water and one requires like suffocation of the flames. Which is which?
Definitely. Well, if you're cooking with hot oil or any type of liquid, you would definitely want to use a fire extinguisher or baking soda. That will extinguish that fire because it takes the oxygen out. If you're using other things, let's say a towel or something that's paper catches on fire, you can actually extinguish that with a fire extinguisher, or if you can tap it safely, you can do that. If you can safely get a lid over that fire, if it's small enough, go ahead and do that. We just don't want anybody to get burned in the process.
Are there any things we should never do when we're trying to put out a fire?
Never put water on any type of liquid fire. It will make it flash, it will come into your face, it will burn you very severely, and it will actually catch everything else on fire. So never use water. Always use a fire extinguisher if you have it close by, or baking soda is your #1 home material that you could use.
Keep it on
always
the sink.
there. Definitely.
That's some really good advice.
Yes.
And those fire extinguishers are a little easier than they used to be too. They're small. You can keep it, just pull the pin and go.
Yes,
right?
they're very easy to use. And we tell people just pull the pin, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze and sweep, and you'll put it out in no time.
Sell one with every cookbook, right?
Definitely. And you can keep it right under your sink.
Okay. Let's get back to like the alarms, the smoke detectors for the alarms. What are some of the things that we need to remember about those?
Well, your smoke alarms you should have in every sleeping area on every level of your home, and then outside the sleeping area. So in case you sleep with your door closed, which we do recommend, those alarms are still inside and they can detect the smoke in case there is a fire. The smoke is what actually will kill you. It's not the flames, it's the deadly smoke.
Okay, something to consider. What do we do? The smoke detector's going off. What are the steps? What should we be doing?
If your smoke alarm goes off, we want you to take it seriously. We want you to crawl low on the ground and get out as fast as you can. Crawl low and go outside to a meeting place that you've well established, and that way you know everybody in your home is out safely.
Great information. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And thanks for joining us for Local Edition. I'm Leslie Leyton.